Welcome back, everybody. Bloodlust Knight here with another World of Tanks video for you, showcasing you once again the Tier 10 American Light Tank XM551 Sheridan. And is this going to be an interesting match for you to watch? So already here it is, full Tier 10 match on Erlenberg, 3 light tanks on both sides. Now originally what I like to do with light tanks is go on the east side of the map, but seeing how we have an EBR and a T100 already going over there, I went, alright, well I can't go that way, we can't have all our light tanks going one side, so I'm going over here. Now as you can see, there's already going to be a major problem. There's the 4005, and I already got spotted, and also if you look at the map, only the E50M has went this way with me. Already, it's... Once again, I've had this scenario happen before earlier as well, where the team just leaves one flank open. So I got spotted, and as you can see, the Manticore was there too, because the Manticore got there much faster because of where they spawn. And yeah, already, I mean, yeah, sure, we took out their EBR, so it may seem, okay, we might be doing something here. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be doing much at anything at all this match. All I have is the E50M with me. None of the snipers, which there's a 2685, there's a Grill 15, a Leopard 1. None of the snipers are over here. In fact, none of the snipers are over there with the T100 EBR. Take a shot with the Lion. I thought the Lion saw me, but surprisingly the Lion didn't see me. I don't know how that... I still don't know how that ended up being that way. Ooh, hello 4005. Ding! Now, as you notice already with the Sheridan, from the previous video, I've done 2 with the Sheridan as well. I love using the 105. It's a much, much better gun than the 152, especially at this tier. Just, even for the T49, I'd still prefer the 90mm over the 152. Hello? Gonna take a few pop shots here at the BZ75. Now, as you can see with the problem here, thankfully I looked at the map and noticed the Grill is heading its way, so I was like, okay, good, finally, someone who can come and utilize my spotting to do things. But the Grill may end up being too late already. If he was here earlier, he would have probably hit the Lion, he would have hit the FE4005, he would have hit the BZ, he would have got a lot of damage for it. Grill's still moving position, I noticed. Here's the Lion. And this is why I like the 105, 400 damage. It's actually averaged about 390. It's still around 400 for a light tank. I like that a lot. Lion's in the way now. I have to deal with the Lion. The problem is I'm a light tank, so it's going to be even hard for me to try and pen the turret, and that's what I try and do. If I was anything else, I could pen the turret. And no, it's not an easy one like a Progetto 65, but you can still pen it. Oh yes, thank you. One of the artists is paying attention and hitting the Lion because he's just directly in his line of fire. So already, we're still going one, we took out their EBR, they're trying to push town, so they're pushing inside, and there goes the 60 TP. They're all there. Nobody's on this side, which is interesting. There's the Rinoceronte. Lion's still in the way, waiting for the Lion to go. Thank you! Already finishes him off, pop my head out, and there's the 4005 again. Take a shot there, got him. Grill 15 was on the move. Grill 15 could have had another opportunity there. And he was moving. That has been very consistent with a lot of my light tank matches, where I'll go in a particular area that usually a lot of people don't go to, or it's the area that I have to go to majority of the times to spot and cover the flank. And then I look, I have no one behind me. It doesn't matter what map it's on. It's consistent that I would say roughly over 65% of my matches in light tanks, that happens a lot. I'll go one side, I'll spot, I'll find the tanks. Nobody's behind me taking advantage of it. Now they're pushing the town there, took out the 2685, and as you can see, the 2685 is very, very salty. If you were paying attention earlier where he was, right where the mouse and the T57 Heavy is at now on the map, that is where he pushed, and that is what you don't do ever with the 2685, because It's not a 2684. It has no armor. So, and as you can see already, there goes the Type 71. Super Conqueror's the last one in town. They've basically taken the town. I see no one. I pop out. Oh, hello. Sneaky Manticore. Problem with the Manticore that I have to face is that the Manticore has a much better camo rating than I do. That has been the flaw with the Sheridan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. E50, pay attention. Pay attention, he's coming. Oh, yes, Grill got him. Oh, somebody else shot him. Ah, and I finished him off. Ooh, who else shot him? Leopard 1. Thank you. Even the Grill's thanking me for it, for finishing him off. We paid attention, got rid of him, because that would have been the end for us if he got in those buildings. Ow. You're welcome. I took that gold round for the E50M. So already, as you see, they took town 4-6. It's not looking good for us. Still on the side that hardly anyone's on, and we basically are just now losing the eastern flank. 4005's gone because the T-100 retreated, and the T-100's in the back sniping. It's good old-fashioned for most players of this tier that are just like, I have nowhere to go or I don't know how to play. There goes the Type 71. Now it's even. Mouse is still in the way at 8 HP, but then the T-57 Heavy's behind him. Oh, he's sticking out. Hello. Got another shot. Mouse is finally gone thanks to the Arty. But the problem is we only have the EBR-105 left to defend the Artys because everyone else retreated this way, and the EBR-105 is now gone. Not good. So still 7-7. And yes, I've had to turn this tank from scout to just straight up shooting anything I see. And like I said, that happens over 65% of my matches in light tanks. And most of them end up being the German and the US ones too. They have decent firepower for a light tank comparatively to the rest. But it is something that I'm just getting tired of. I want to play a light tank the way a light tank's supposed to be. They're the scouts. They are the eyes of the battlefield. They eliminate the fog of war. They find the enemy team to figure out where they're all at. So they have to come up and do this way. There goes the T-57 Heavy. Do have to then give up my spotting. There goes the BZ-75. To consistently having to shoot my gun and just shoot the enemy team with it. It's tiring. I've done it with every light tank too, even the Manticore. I've had many matches with the Manticore where I've done more damage than spotting. And the Manticore's firepower is almost non-existent. The only thing they got going is that they have a big gun. But they have no ammo. Very little ammo. Manticore cannot do anything to carry a team with that, but I've done it many times where I've done more damage than spotting. I don't understand why this happens a lot. It makes no sense to me why no one utilizes the light tank that is actually skilled and is spotting. Let me know down in the comments this happens to you. You become a light tank, you actually spot, you find the enemies, and nobody shoots what you see. So then you have to all of a sudden turn into this, where here I am at 3,300 damage. Nobody's spotting, moving forward. All's good. How did he not spot me? I get all the way up here and he didn't spot me. How did he not spot me? The only thing I can think of about that is where he was positioned in the bushes. And ouch, he hits me. That's the only thing I can think of how, is just where he was positioned in the bush, and I utilized it with what I have. Now, I gotta pause this real quick. I'm sure many of you noticed this too. Why is the T-92 doing that? It's 10-10, it's even, Manticore's in trouble. All the T-92 had to do was shoot me. It's a big enough gun. I am a giant light tank. Why? If you guys can't see, he's deep in the water. And there he goes. Why? Then I go and finish off the Manticore. We're now ahead 12-10. We're somehow turning this around, and here I am at 4,400 damage in a light tank. But let me know in the comments, why? Why did he do that? Why did he do that? Because had he taken me out, they could have spotted the E-50M. They could have gotten the E-50M. And it was even. 10-10. Sometimes I never understand half the players in this game. I mean, just this match, I didn't understand what was going on. They won town, and here I am having the turn to be... It's just basically in attack mode. Forget scouting. Start shooting them. All right. I take a blind fire there because, as you can see, the tree is down. I figured the Artie is somewhere around there, but I do not know if I hit him or not. Leopard's moving forward. Oh, DPV. Nope, he gets behind the hill. I don't get him. Leopard is at full health, and he's finally moving. He takes a shot at DPV, hits him once. E50 gets to the spot and takes another shot, and hello. Their Leopard has now just been spotted, who has not been spotted this entire match. So now that I know where that, I move forward just in time. Leopard is getting annihilated.
Penetration.
Hit there's got that. Leopard, unfortunately, just already stuns him. Gets rid of him. Hello, there he is. So I did miss him the first shot. Take another shot there. E50 misses him. So, alright, he's backing off in the corner. I have to try and make the shot. Can I get it? Got it. And yes, you can see that Leopard is super salty what just happened to him. Full health to dead. He is super salty for that. Super salty for that. So, like, man, I understand we all get annoyed by Artie a lot of times, but just remember, Artie is no longer a major problem in this game. Yes, some of you may get angry at me saying that, but it is the truth. He pops up, hits the E50, doesn't kill the E50, thankfully, but finishes him off. Leopard, ooh, you're mine. Nope, Wargaming says no. Grill 15 moves forward, has a lot of health, takes a shot, and finishes him off. And there we go. We somehow turned it around from what looking like a scenario that we were going to lose. I seriously thought it was going to be a loss in this match after we lost town and we were behind. But Lord and behold, what I had to do to turn it around. As you can see, 5,200 damage in a light tank. Yeah, you may go and say, but you're the Sheridan. It's got a really good 105 on it. Yeah, Rheinmetall Panzerwagen has a good 105. Manticore has a good 105 that does the same damage, even though it doesn't have ammo. EBR has the 105. The T100 LT has a 100 millimeter that does very well. They all have the same problem. They all do the same average damage of about 390, but their penetration is low. And also with what the meta is for light tanks these days is you want to run Commander's Vision System, Coated Optics, and Exhaust System. You want to run those. That is the meta for light tanks because you're maximizing your view range while also maximizing your camo so that the light tanks can't see you so easily. And it's a huge benefit that I've done with the Sheridan, as in my last video of what I've done, where I've done 12,000 spotting for that reason. Sheridan has the best view range in the game. I maximized it. And then also the fact of also benefiting and improving my camo really helps so that the Manticore, I somehow snuck up on him. That's the third Manticore I've done that to. I snuck up on them. Don't ask me how, it's just how it does. It's how it goes. So, again, it's just weird to me that I've done this, and I have to do this a lot of tanks where I have to play it not in its role. Again, this is a light tank with the best view range. I'm supposed to spot the enemy. I go on a flank, and only the E50 is with me. So what did I do? Well, I have no choice but to start shooting them. 5,200 damage. Only 1,200 assist. What else can I say? I mean, like I said, every light tank I've done that. More damage than spotting. And in my good old fashion, here is the results of that match. I had to give it a thumbs up because, I mean, how often do you do that in a light tank? You get that much damage. 5,290 damage, 4 kills, 1,249 assists, that's it. And somehow aced it again. And it hasn't been 2 weeks from the last video. So I ended up with a much better base experience on it. Another shock right there. Ace the Sheridan again. And it's still not the new record, so I don't know what my highest record I've done with this. The other thing, too, that I'm confused about, I aced it doing 5,000 damage. But the last video that you see me do with the Sheridan, I aced it and did 12,000 spotting with over 2,000 damage. I don't understand that math. I don't understand that logic, how this ended up with more base experience, because as you can see, it's only 6,500 combined, whereas the last one was 14,000 combined. Somebody explain that to me. How does this end up having more base experience? Because if we go here in the charts, here I am at the top. That is more than last week. Was it a week ago? That was more than the last video that I have done. And I don't know how that ends up being more. Because, again, doing more damage and getting the kills, that's not the tank's role. You get more experience performing the tank's role. I did not do the tank's role and somehow got more experience. Somebody please explain that to me, because I can't understand it. But as you can see right there on the top, 1231 base experience. So I basically set the 2-week interval for Ace Tanker on this again. And just right there, the second highest damage in the entire team. The other one was that Leopard 1, who got very salty at the end. 5,600 damage and went from full health to dead instantly at the end. And already, I mean, look what I had to do to turn this and why I had to do that. STB1, which I didn't realize was alive. Where was he? I did not know he was alive, and STB1 did nothing. That's it. That's what, only two or three shots? That's it. I don't know where he was. I didn't realize we had an STB1. There's the 2685 who was salty at the very beginning. Did 0 damage. Because, well, honestly, he did play it incorrectly, in my honest opinion. Where he was, right in the front in the town, and I'm like, you're a 2685. You have no armor compared to the 2684. He just did that and did nothing. If he was behind me, he could have got a lot of shots. But on Charante, was in the town, got obliterated. 60 TP in the town, got obliterated. EBR 105 and the T100 LT. I did check the spotting. We all had the same spotting. We had around 1,200 spotting. That's it. We did not get much spotting out of this. So it was very unfortunate for all three of us. And it was the same thing, too. I even checked the enemy team's light tanks. T100 LT only had over 2,000. None of the light tanks in here. 6 light tanks. None of us got spotting, which is what we're supposed to be doing. Which we were. We found them. But nobody shot them. It's very frustrating to have that happen every time in a light tank. And that's why I had to turn and do 5,000 damage. And as you can see with the rest of the team, Type 71 dead. I'm still kind of sad into the G100s down there, but nobody shot the tanks that were stunned because, well, everyone in town's dead. And all that was left is myself and an E50 with a grill, and we can't get that Lion. So I was like, okay. E50M survived, ironically, as well as the Grill 15 that later came. So all of us on the western flank survived with a random STB1. Grill only did 2,300 damage. So that's another thing to take into account as well, is that if you're a sniper tank destroyer and you notice you have a light tank, you pay attention where your light tank's going, please. Super Conqueror, instantly dead in the city, 2,600 damage though, but... And over there on the enemy team, as you can see, their Leopard 1, 6,000 damage. Type 71, almost 7,000 damage. They went to town. M5, I mean, they went to town, but... Yeah. Somehow it turned it around. That 4,005, unfortunately, did 0 damage. Ouch. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this match. Do you often get this as well when doing your light tanks? Do you get frustrated like I do half the times when this happens? Even though this was an amazing result of 5,000 damage in a light tank, I was frustrated that I'm playing it not as a light tank. Let me know down in the comments if that also happens to you, and if you get frustrated at that as well. Or how you're just sitting there, you find the enemy team, and there's no one behind you, or no one shoots what you see. Or if you actually like doing this with a light tank, if you want light tanks to be capable of doing this, should they buff their guns or anything, let me know that in the comments as well. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, give it a thumbs down if you hate it. And do hit that subscribe button for more videos like this because, again, I do not have a set schedule with what's going on in real life because I also have a job and a career. But do hit that so you know when you see more videos like this pop up. And who knows, maybe the next one will be another Sheridan. I just know how to play this tank. Of all the light tanks, I like my Sheridan more. I mean, after all, it is the one that actually got the 260 mission done with honors. So, all in all, still a fantastic match. It's just, I had to change roles. But a fantastic match for it once again, for the Sheridan. Just, yeah. With that, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I hope to see you next time.